all you ghosts and ghouls.
You freaking demons and devils and angels and everything else.
And demons and angels.
Sure.
We're here for a spooky episode, a very special episode brought to you by your two favorite people. You don't have to lie. We know we're your favorite.
We're your favorite. It's me. I'm a Mario.
I just want to also make it clear I'm Toad if no one could get it. I've gotten
He's not Aladdin, bro.
I'm not Aladdin. Okay, I'm Toad. Anyways, get started. We are here on Fine and Dandy, one of your favorite podcasts, to bring you a very special episode. It's really not that special, but I hope you like it anyways.
I'm not going to lie. Your Toad hat kind of looks like a chef's hat, but like from Japan.
Something like Aladdin chef? Like a Chef Aladdin?
A Japanese Aladdin chef.
Like Arabian Nights, but Japanese edition?
Japanese nights?
It's a whole new world.
Is it like Japanese nights, like evenings, or Japanese nights, like K night, like armor and sword and horse?
Obviously not that. Obviously not that one for sure. All right, well, let's get started here. Josh, with you going off on a tangent there.
You're welcome.
I loved it, though.
Tangy.
All right, let's get started. So, shouts out as per usual. If you've been watching, you're used to the routine by now. You know how it goes. All right, we'll start with our good friend Brad Woodard. He's doing his workout program, Clutch Factory.
Fitness.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Are you shit?
Oh, man. Yep, so check that out on Instagram, Clutch Factory Fitness. He's doing his thing, man. He's used to the damn thing. He's been doing it for a while, so go check him out. Also, we have Lerp TV, man. They've been super consistent. Their videos have been on par. Once again, it's not something I could do per se, but kudos, shouts out to them for putting in the work, and awesome people as well. Chance Langto, Carson, shout out to all the Lerp crew, Lerp TV. Instagram, Twitter, please go check them out
then you got
as well.
Reedy is Reezus the Great on Twitch, and what was his Twitter name? I forgot. It was
Well, on Twitch, it's Reezus Christ.
I thought
It's Reezus_Christ.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Reezus the Great
On Twitter.
on Twitter for
Okay,
sure.
Sorry, I got it switched up.
Yeah, he did just a little bit.
Homie's got his gaming channel going crazy. He's staying consistent, doing what he loves, making shit happen. You got to check him out.
Also, don't be too humble there, Josh. We know you got a project yourself going on with a couple of friends.
Do I? Nah. It's called Court Vision. It's definitely been going on for about 11, 12 weeks now. Going strong, getting this off season going with the basketball shit. You know how it is. But if you're interested in anything sports related, check us out. We go kind of crazy.
Yep, that's Court Vision Podcast. I enjoy it. I mean, I don't even like sports really, but I give it a watch here and there. I'm not very well versed on sports, so I get my little knowledge here and there when I watch it. Also, last but not least,
Nerd. No.
nerd. Hey, man, it's rude.
Tad.
Just a little bit. All right, so last but not least, our good friend and roommate, Carlos Quintero, a.k.a. Los, a.k.a. Pochango, a.k.a. the man, the myth, the legend. He just released a project, just dropped. Spooky vibes, if you're looking for the spooky vibes. Unfinished Business, with also co-producers on there, Pochango and Friends. Also artwork by Cade Bilbrey. Did a fantastic job on the artwork. It's a bunch of local artists on there. G County, Trap Tape. It's going stupid. It's going hard. It's going fire. Any other thing that you can come up with that would describe it in that
It's going
category.
that too.
It's going all of it. It's going that. It's really good. Check it out on all streaming platforms. Unfinished Business, Pochango. All right.
And that's that.
So, we got past all the shout-outs. You made it.
That's that for all of that and even a little bit more.
If you've made it this far, I'm proud of you. I know it's a long 5 minutes listening to us talk. Well, now you get ready to listen to us some more. All right, so Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. If you don't know,
If I might say so myself, it's one of the best.
it's spectacular. Look, I'll say it. I know a lot of people wouldn't agree with me. It's better than Christmas. It's better than Valentine's Day. It's better than New Year's. Independence Day.
You know what I've been thinking about, like, holidays, though? It's like,
Easter.
it's like I feel like different holidays grow on you, like, as you get older. Because, like, when you were a kid, Christmas was always the best holiday. You know what I mean? It's like you're opening presents on Christmas Day or whatever. It's like, what beats that? Other than, like, on, like, whenever you were a kid, like, every other holiday was just getting together and, like, eating, basically, to you. Just running around. Oh, I'm about to eat. Okay. I don't really even know these people, but they're my family, so bet. All right, cool. I got love all around me. All right, whatever. But then, like, as you get older, you start understanding more. You start, like, becoming, like, more, I guess, like, developed. And you start having friends. You're like, fuck, I want to go out and do, like, have Halloween parties and stuff like that. I want to go out and, like, have fun in Halloween and stuff like that. But then, like, whenever you get, like, older and you have kids of your own, Halloween might not be your favorite holiday anymore because you got to be, like, going out and do, like, all this trick-or-treating shit. You got to come up with costumes. You got to make sure people aren't giving your kids poison through candy.
That's for sure.
You got a whole lot of, like, extra responsibilities that come with the holiday.
Yeah, you see, you say that, but I mean, where I'm coming from, Halloween. Okay, like when I was real young, Christmas was my favorite holiday, all the way up until I was probably like, I'd say 10 at the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween became my favorite holiday, which is a little late at that point. You know what I mean? You're getting older. But I was that kid who's just, you're telling, grow up. You know, I was 14 years old, still I was going around trick or treat. I'm not going to lie to you. I was like, I'm going to milk. This is my last year. Going into freshman year of high school, I was like, okay, it was 8th grade, really.
Right.
This is my last year. I'm going to be in high school. I definitely have to stop trick or treating now. But that year, I remember I went around. Someone's like, aren't you a little too old to be trick or treating? Fuck you all, man.
Oh, my God.
Why don't you mind your business and give me some candy? You know what I mean?
Real shit, though.
No, it's not like that, but really,
that's
I was
exactly what it's like.
I was hurt. I was hurt.
Heart.
Hey, but the last house we hit, it was already getting kind of late. He was like, you know what? Just take the rest of the candy.
Oh, my God.
Said, hell yeah, I'll take the rest of that candy. That's what I want. But I love it. I love getting the costume as I gotten older. My love for Halloween has grown stronger as I gotten older. Figuring out costumes, decorating. You know, because when you're younger, you know, going to school and everything, it's easier to get in the spirit of a holiday because you have the teachers decorating. You have all the specials on TV. You know,
you're constantly reminded that it's on the way.
Yeah, or during the holiday. As you get older, you get caught up in work, and if you have school, and then just all the other things that come with life as well, and all the problems you got to deal with or tasks you got to handle. It's just a lot coming at you, so you kind of forget.
Right.
Like, or you don't even pay attention to it. And that you see a lot of people our age, especially saying it doesn't even feel like it's Halloween or Christmas. Mm-hmm. Not for this guy. I'm making sure I'm gonna be in the spirit. All right.
See, now, what I was trying to get to though is like, it's weird how, like, when you grow up, your idea of what a holiday is changes because what I was trying to really say is that, like, when you're a kid, like, what a holiday is to you is like, what am I getting out of today? You know what I mean? Like, Christmas, you got, like, presents, and Halloween, you got, like, candy, like, other, like, Easter egg, like, hunts and stuff like that, and, like, for children, like, what am I getting out of this holiday? But, like, when you start to grow, like, now my favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. Not just because of, like, what I'm able to, like, bring to the table, but because of, like, the special times that you get with your family, the availability that you have to just sit down and, like, not, like, throw all the stress to the wind and be able to connect with the people that you mean most to you, you know what I mean? So, like, what I'm saying is it's weird how, like, you're not just, like, your mind changes throughout, like, the idea of a holiday, but how the holiday itself can change.
Yeah, and your perception on it.
Right.
I kind of going off of what you said. It's, you know, when you're younger, it's what you can get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
When you're older, it's what you make out of it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like how you make the holiday. Because when you're younger, you know, it's your parents doing it all for you or your teachers doing it for you. I mean, some people might not have either, which, you know, so you never really cared for holidays because it doesn't mean the same for you.
Yeah.
But I think it brings joy to people just, you know, setting up, decorating, throwing little parties or having get-togethers. I think it brings and personally, that's one of my favorite reasons I like decorating and stuff like that. It brings joy or reminiscence of things to people, and it means something different to everybody. So I love to go hard. I love to be silly. You know, I love to do all those things. So I imagine as I get older and I have kids, I'm going to go hard. I'm decorating, even if I'm going to put my kid in a sheet with glasses for the simple fact I don't see anyone dressing as a ghost anymore. I'm a little disappointed. Is he so cliche that it's not even a thing anymore?
It's almost like not allowed.
Like, he's like, you can't be it's too basic. Is it? How many ghosts do you see walking around these days?
See, where I'm at is people don't think, like, people either don't think at all when it comes to Halloween costumes, or they think way too hard.
And just, it's like, what are you supposed to be? I'm this. Yeah, you're that for sure.
Like,
that's what you are.
It'd be so simple if somebody just wore a sheet and said, "No, I'm not a ghost. Hi, my name is I'm Casper the Friendly Ghost." Type shit. It's like you could just be like a friendly person all night with a sheet on your head and be Casper.
That's great though. I kind of like that.
It's a little bit more original than just the sheet with the like eyes cut out.
Yeah, I mean, play into your character. You could do what you want.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people don't like take like what I'm saying is like when like. Think about somebody who's like stupid committed to their costume. Like if they're like the skeletal dude from like The Night Before Christmas, like they just like get stupid into it. They like their whole character and personality the entire night is about like who that costume's supposed to be. Like that's the type of commitment that I need out of these people.
Well, all right, so we have a friend named Isai. Shouts out Isai if you're watching this. This man always goes stupid hard. I'm not saying his costumes are just over the top every time, but like he plays in. I give it to him. Overall score, I'm giving him at least an 8.5 every year.
He did a real good job with the Joker.
The Joker, he engulfed it completely. It was funny.
It was nice.
And then he was a
cop last year.
Sleeveless. You know, like more of a bachelorette type of cop, if you know what I'm saying. But this man came in knocking on the doors, had the baton, and he said, "Where's the noise?" or something. I don't know. It was just,
what the fuck is going on in here?
Yeah, it was honestly one of the funniest things I had ever witnessed. But I love it. You gotta engulf your character, no matter how silly. Go hard or go home with it. That's what I always say.
I was on the couch partaking in what some might call criminal activity whenever that happened, so I was a little bit more on the anxious side.
And he's like, "Oh my god!" I said, "What's going on? Why is there banging?" Hands up.
Freeze.
I'm innocent. Freeze. No, I think more and more every year I see less and less people. I mean, of course, this year you could say because of COVID, but I'm gonna go ahead and say the last couple of years from what I've noticed, just because I do love seeing the decorations and people decorating the outside of their yards. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is expensive to decorate for your yard. You know, that's more of a year after year thing you build up, but I've seen less and less houses for Halloween and for Christmas decorating. You know, less lights outside, less big blow up or animatronics, really people even going out. It's kind of sad because that used to be my favorite thing.
It used to be one of my favorite things to go look at all the like more Christmas than like Halloween, but like all the Christmas like decorations and stuff like in the nicer part of town, I guess. But
oh, for sure, you're hitting those big houses. It's fun trick or treating too. You know where you're going. You know where you're going. Stop playing.
You know where you're going.
Screw my neighborhood. They don't got anything there.
I know my neighbors.
I'm looking for the Snickers. Give me some Kit Kats. I don't want the dots.
Fuck your dots.
I don't want the weird little fruit gummies.
The hot tamales.
I mean, those are okay. I get Mike and Ike's.
I ain't gonna lie, like Mike and Ike's is like way like more top tier than the hot tamales or the fucking dots.
Where I'm at, someone always eats the dots, but it's not me. Look, this is. Please stop. Please stop giving me bad. Like, you know, there's the people that just, when you know, the Smarties. I don't want Smarties in my candy bag. Who's eating the Smarties? That's only because I have nothing left. I'm desperate.
I'm literally eating pills right now.
I'm eating dust. I'm eating half sugar dust. It's not even full sugar on that.
You ever think about how, like, Smarties could be, like, in my opinion, could be seen like as a conditioning for being okay with like the pharmaceutical like companies.
I mean, some people say that. I mean, you remember as kids, people used to smash them like, I snorted it, and then they're like, oh! You're like, why would you do that? Just kids being crazy. Like, that was a terrible decision. Now you're probably not good for your nose.
I've done it. It's probably not good for your brain either.
Snorting Smarties.
You know what's good for your brain? Put nothing but sugar rocks up your nose.
Talk about a sugar rush. Yeah. Just some little kindergartner. Whoa. What's wrong with that kid? No, Johnny, don't snort the Smarties.
See your fucking kindergartner as a teacher walk back in the classroom with the hall pass, and you just.
The funny thing is, they're worried about sniffing glue, but you got the Smarties on deck. That should be the real thing you're worried about.
I feel like both are fair to worry about.
That's true. See, where I'm at is you couldn't afford. No offense, okay? This is just me being rude.
You in somebody's finances first.
Yeah, I knew I was being rude.
Part of the point.
I was already being rude. Yeah, I know. Just like, I hate Smarties, man. Get the sweet tarts.
Broke ass.
It's definitely messed up. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is some of those people is like, if you're getting candy, just like maybe a couple dollars extra, those sweet tart ones that are like they're in the Smartie package.
But they're like gush, like gummy, almost not gummy, but like they're like.
No, it's like a Smartie.
Oh.
But it's sweet tart.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the sweet tart like chewables.
I mean, those are pretty good too. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna get something like sweet tarts, it's the same wrapping, it's the same thing. It's just, I mean, Smarties. It's sweet tarts though. I'd rather that. I mean, I'll eat that. The Smarties,
Yay.
I mean.
An avocado.
You're like,
Thanks.
Beggars can't be choosers. You really are a beggar at that point, though. Trick or treat.
Dude, we should do
Go
that.
get a job.
Like, trick or treating, we should give out like tomatoes and like slices of American cheese. Fucking pickles.
'Tis the season.
Just random shit in our fridge. A head of lettuce.
Trick or treat. Do a trick, and he's like, you have a trick for me, and you make them do this whole all-out thing, and then you just give them a piece of lettuce. I would hate you. I'm never coming back to this house ever again.
Or you just grill burgers all day, and every kid that comes to your door gets a burger. That's not bad, I feel like. It's not candy, but hey, everybody's got to eat.
No parent is letting their child take a random burger.
But they're letting them take random candy. Stop playing with me.
It's sealed, though. Most of it, you're supposed to check for it. That's a part of being a parent. You just said that.
No, I know, but I mean, like, they're still getting it from, like, the
stranger, yeah. I mean, but
stop playing with me. They check, like, 17. And they're like, all right, these were all good, so those all got to be good by the law of averages.
Where I'm at, you know the whole razor and apple thing? Why were people giving out apples?
Wait, what?
Like, you don't remember the whole, like, it was a Halloween thing back in.
I remember raisins going around.
No, not raisin. It was razor and an apple.
Oh.
Like, it was a Halloween thing. You know, somebody had got a razor and an apple, and then there was, I don't know if it was a myth. I think it actually
an apple. Like,
yes.
There was a razor inside.
Someone
of an
put a
apple.
razor in an apple and gave it to the kids. But where I'm at is, why are you taking an apple?
Why are you allowing apples being taken on Halloween?
I mean, some people do the candy. You know, I haven't seen that in a long time either. Holiday season every year for the longest time, it was caramel apples. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, you're wrong.
The caramel apple.
I've had them like twice in my life.
I saw them every year. I even bobbed for apples one year. Not saying like that's like.
Wait, no, that's that part of this conversation. You bobbed for apples one year. Did you go fucking square dancing too?
No, hey, man. I'm not gonna lie though. I was going to go up again the next time. I know this is off topic. I was going to go up. This was at a Halloween party, though. I was going to go up the next time. Me and my friend were about to go. But the person before us was just like slobbering everywhere, like missing every shot for the apple. She's like, nah, you can go ahead. I'm good on that. I was, never mind. I'm good. Like the whole line just dispersed over that kid.
Everybody saw that and was like, yeah, I'm good. Huckleberry Finn won.
I didn't realize how disgusting and unsanitary this was until I saw this kid Go out there, deranged dog trying to bob for apples.
Range dog. Dude, I don't know, man. The seasons have been getting a little bit less festive, though, for sure.
Can't say I'm not festive. I got my pumpkin spice cold brew right here. Earlier,
The cold brew is unnecessary.
pumpkin pie Pop-Tart. 'Tis the season.
Tis the season. The season is tis.
Wait, you don't see the logo on here. There's no logo.
No go?
Pumpkin spice, though. I don't care. I'm all for. Look, I'm telling you, I'm all for the eggnog.
Hey, eggnog's fire.
Everyone hates on eggnog, but it's always the people. Have you ever had it? No, but it just yeah.
The fucking nog is fire, bro.
Eggnog. Okay, look, this is what I always say. You can say what you want and hate on me for it, but tell me I'm wrong. It's the
You're
white cousin of horchata.
You're wrong.
No. You were like, horchata had a white cousin that went just as hard. It's eggnog.
No.
Yes.
No.
Anyone would agree.
I just disagree.
Well, you don't.
Does that make me no one? Fuck.
Exactly. You got what I was throwing down. You picked it up.
Fuck you. But what other festive drinks do we have? Bro, like, we need to find, like, because, like, you were talking about, like, a cauldron for candy. But if we find a cauldron for, like jungle juice and then, like, get, like, the fog to come out of it like it's a potion.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that would be cool.
Hard.
It would be, but, I mean, what are they going to pumpkin spice jungle juice? That would be the nastiest thing.
Nobody said anything about pumpkin spice.
You said more. You said more festive drink. Hey. Sorry for the kids at home. Don't do this. If you're a child underage, please do not partake in alcoholic beverages.
This is already, like, whenever you post this to YouTube, you already click not made for kids whenever you post it.
Yes,
So,
but what I'm saying,
come on now.
what I'm saying though, is rum and eggnog is the move.
Rum nog?
Definitely the move. Or if you were to get the what's the it's like a cinnamon flavored liquor. Rum chata?
It's horchata with rum in it, dude.
It's rum chata.
Yes.
But rum chata and eggnog? I promise you. I know most people have had it, but if you haven't.
See, at this point, your sister argument is losing itself. How can eggnog be the sister of horchata when you're putting horchata in eggnog?
It's right.
No, I gotta
because they
draw the line.
They're family, bro. It's in the family.
Bro, that's like incest, bro.
You're taking it too far. You're just getting weird with it now. You're getting weird,
dude.
I know this was supposed to be a spooky episode, but you're getting a little.
If Sam's and Walmart are sister stores, why does Sam never go to Walmart?
But Sam's is Walmart. It is.
I mean, it's owned. Walmart.
It's owned by Walmart.
So is eggnog owned by horchata?
I don't know. Maybe.
It is, obviously, if you need horchata in your eggnog.
I feel like horchata's not owned, though. Neither is eggnog. You can make your own.
I mean, true, but I was talking about it as like a concept, but sure. Obviously you can. It's not copyrighted.
You know what's crazy to me is how people see Halloween as I'd say not everyone, but like super religious people see Halloween as an evil thing.
Yeah.
Because it's, I guess, ghosts and goblins, demons and stuff. It got to that point when, dressing up. But originally it was, just you're celebrating the dead. How is that a negative thing? The original where Halloween came from, of course, it's merged and it changed into something new, as all things do. They're going to change as more people get involved. Other countries, different cultures come together. It's going to evolve into something else. But, it was to celebrate the dead and celebrate, the lives that they had and, having like a whole festival. It's kind of gotten crazy because you don't even have big festivals anymore.
Right. You just have like small parties or like gatherings, but no like. You don't usually have like a town hall meeting or like.
You still have Christmas parades.
Not on like local levels usually.
Yeah, Why isn't there Halloween big Halloween celebrations anymore? I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it probably would be, but I think that like in today's like climate, people are so like.
Well, now especially, of course. Let's talk pre or post COVID.
Well,
now
not even
especially,
just
but
that, but like I meant like in
just-
today's like world, like in the age of technology, basically, it's like people are so against coming together for anything. Basically, it's like people are more on that like, oh, if I don't know you, it's gonna stay that way. Instead of like, hey, let's come together and celebrate the things that we all have to like deal with on the same level. It's like we've all had people die in our lives. We all miss them and would love to celebrate them at any chance. But like to be able to connect with one another and do that together, even that person that died in our life is different to us. It's a different person. To like you could be your family member. It could be my friend. It could be my teacher. It could be your student. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't always have to be the same. But for us to be able to understand each other on that level and come together and connect and celebrate those lives or deaths, or whichever way you look at it, together, then like that's what that celebration or that festival or what that would need to be. But how many people nowadays are looking at another person's life and saying, you know what, I'm probably just like you. You probably go through some of the same things that I go through. Let me reach out to you and see how you're doing. You know what I mean?
crazy how far separated
really
we've
rare.
become. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how far separated we are now.
Yeah.
And how, I mean, it used to be big festivals come together. We're all celebrating, a similar thing, and it's not so much that, which is once again why I love celebrating holidays, or like making something of the holidays and bringing people to. I mean, you know me better than most people in the sense of I love bringing people together, especially a bunch of different types of people. Not saying it always works out. Sometimes it's definitely these people should not be together. You know what I mean? These
Right.
people are not working out they're not compatible. But I love making that leap. I mean, even if someone gets mad at me, please don't bring me around that person ever again. Okay,
Right.
I know now, but
Right.
it was worth a shot. It was
But
worth
right,
a shot.
it's like whenever it comes to like bringing people together, it's like I'd almost rather like see the downfall of that, like, and deal with that than not do it type shit. Like if everybody's come together and something happens, then that something is my fault because everybody's there. It's like, and I'll deal with that. Like fuck, it's my problem. I'll deal with it. All right, bet I'm gonna deal with that. But at least y'all came together. You know what I mean? At least this happened.
Which I have taken a couple L's where it doesn't always work out. But I'd say in the end, even if in the moment they might have been upset at me, later down the road, I mean, they still enjoy me for the person that, at least tries.
Right.
Because that's what, I mean, like, and personally, hopefully one day I'm able to throw bigger events, I'm able to throw events bringing a community together. I would love to do something like that because we don't have enough of that. I mean, local town stuff here and there, maybe like here in Dickinson, you have the Strawberry Festival that goes on every year.
Red, white, and Bayou.
Red, White, and Bayou, the Christmas, which honestly is awesome too. The Christmas parade that we throw, which is also a good time every
They
year.
didn't do it last year.
They didn't?
They didn't do Festival of Lights either.
Yeah, they did. Festival Lights went on.
Or was it the year before then?
No, the Festival Lights.
There was a year where we didn't have Festival. Pretty sure it was like.
Interesting. I was pretty sure they did.
Because remember they broke down that bridge, rebuilt it.
That's what it was. You're right.
They didn't have the Festival of Lights, and I think because they didn't have the Festival of Lights, I think they didn't have.
That's so sad.
Yeah, but
I mean, they'll bring it. Not this year, might
this year,
not.
but what I'm saying is, if they were already on that last year, and they're definitely not going to be on that this year, will it come back? You know what I mean? It's like, because that's like that idea of like once they take something away, like what are your chances of giving it back or getting it back? You know what I mean?
That's true, man.
That's more that idea is more on like a governmental level.
Yeah,
but even on like some local shit, it's like they'll probably find better shit to worry about by then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, so many people. I mean, I can't speak for everyone. I think so many people enjoyed
I know
that.
A lot of people would be disappointed in that.
The
for
Festival of
sure.
Lights was not great by any stretch of the imagination.
But
No
it was
offense.
all we fucking had.
It
man.
was
Come
super
on.
simple, and it was just one little walk. Like, it was a small park, but it's still something you go to out of tradition, and you love to do it, and it's still a fun
For the
time.
kids too. It's like it's bigger than you.
Yeah, and I mean, even the like parade, all through from 7th grade, really being in drumline, percussion. I was in the parade
every year.
every year.
Hated it.
I loved it.
You probably hated the actual doing the parade part.
Oh no, I loved it because we
Really?
would just
All the people I used to get, like, not just my brother, but like all his friends, even all of your friends that were in band, used to tell me how much they fucking despised doing the parade.
see, but drumline was different because we would. It's just we're already together so much,
Right.
like every day, all day. I'd say we almost practiced more than anybody else in the band. We were there all the time, already with each other. So we're already used to just, like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, whatever.
Right.
But it was always fun. So, I mean, we'd always, during the parade, we would joke around while we're playing whatever we were playing. You can't really do that when you're playing an instrument because you're,
Right.
like, think about that. Like, we're just doing our hands. You're sitting there. You're like, that's a lot. I would hate that because it was always cold, too.
Yeah.
That would suck. I didn't have to deal with that. It's just at best my hands are cold, like, but they're warming up because I'm playing the whole time, so I'm not worried about like trying to breathe because it's so cold. I'm playing an instrument that's freezing because
I ain't gonna lie, I was in band one year. I had to get the fuck out though because, bro, like, I was bad. Like, I was always like first, second, third chair, but like during all the performances, I'd just be sitting there. I was on the trumpet, so I'd be like pressing the buttons, not even like blowing my horn, just like in there, just just like not doing shit. So I had to get the fuck out. Not even just not because like I was like lazy or anything. It's just because it didn't speak to me. Because it didn't speak to me in that way. Like, bro, I would find myself taking naps in band class.
yeah, I
with
love
horns like blaring in my ears. I would still be falling asleep.
That's insane. I mean, okay, maybe not for you, but a lot of people are gonna miss performing in that. And you know what?
For sure, no.
Where I'm at is even the people who hated performing in that. I guarantee you miss those. You know, it's just everyone hating it together. It's one of those things too. You know, we're out there every year. It's cold. You already know what's about to happen, but just like the bullshitting before that, and then afterwards, like everyone catching candy, and throwing the candy or like the beads.
Yeah.
Everyone that makes the floats for it. That's a whole. It's a whole a different environment, you know.
Yeah.
When people come together for that too, it's just sad to see. You know, that may not come back. And like not seeing less and less people get involved in the holidays. I mean, I get it. You know, they're not necessarily important per se, in the sense of what they've become. You know, Christmas surrounded by gifts and stuff, rather than what it was originally supported for. Halloween, more of the trick-or-treating and the parties now than what it originally was for. But I'd say like the community and bringing people together should still be celebrated.
My thing is like whenever you look at Dickinson, Texas as a whole, it's like it's a little bit bigger, but it's almost the definition of like a small town in America. But it's like one of the only small towns in America I've ever come across that just doesn't give a fuck about like connecting with each other. Like, it doesn't act like a small town.
Because you got to see what's surrounded by it.
It's like a transit town rather than a small town.
Yeah, it's not. You mean like where towns are so small, everyone knows each other,
or like at least people are interested in what's going on in other people's lives.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't want that.
You don't have to know everything about everyone, but to have no interest in these people's lives, it's almost.
But
silly.
on the opposite end of the same token, you might not want that because all the people I know that have lived in small towns, it's almost to the point where you're worried too much about what's going on in your. I heard old Daisy over there was doing this, and it's just
that's all gossip though.
It's mind your business.
At the end of the day, that's just gossip though. It's like whenever you talk about like.
But in a small town, you can't escape that because it's so small sometimes.
Right, but at the end of the day, that's something that doesn't exist or something that doesn't matter, which at the end of the day is words. So what I'm trying to get to is that in small towns, if somebody's going through a hard time, it's usually noticed. It's usually like not just noticed, but helped out upon.
We're a little bit bigger than a small town. Our district, I mean,
when I said that's what I said is like we're on the verge of being a little bit bigger. But what I'm really getting to is that it's like people don't know how to do anything but turn a blind eye in this town almost. To like all of the issues that occur here that shouldn't, all the things that don't happen here that should, and all of the issues that we have existing in other people's lives that we determine for
Are you,
ourselves that don't exist.
I would agree and disagree. I'd say yes, but I've also met a number of people in this town that do actually care about the town itself, that do put in work, community efforts,
Right.
that have put in their time. I mean, you yourself have done community efforts, not saying because you necessarily really wanted to, but in a sense you did want to for
What I'm speaking of is that for such a and what I'm saying is it's not a small town. It's not fucking Smallville or anything like that. Like there's no fucking barns that are being used as fucking businesses and everything else. Is like we're good. Like as far as like this, that's what you were saying. Though, is it's the surroundings, and like the thing about that is that our surroundings have like almost made us feel like we're a part of Galveston or we're a part of Houston. Really, we're a part of Dickinson and refuse to believe that. Some people don't. There are organizations, there are people that are trying to push some things. I'm talking about like the majority of the people in this town almost either don't care about it, don't respect it, don't want to be here, don't think this, don't think that.
I mean, see,
Think they're part of League City, think they're part of Santa Fe, think they're a part of Galveston, think they're a part of Houston. It's like you don't really like have any like it's not even like the word I'm looking for is like I'm loyalty keeps coming up, but it's not that because it's like it's not having like loyalty to your people around you. It's like it's really interest. It's like why is your interest level so low in the people that have like watched you grow type shit.
I mean, sometimes it's the sense of you being stuck in the town so long, you want to see other things, you want to be other places, you know. You might not like the place you grew up. Not everyone, you know, in that town, even in small towns, there might be a lot of hateful people in that small town. You might stick out like a sore thumb and you just want to get out and go somewhere else that's a little bit better. But I think it also stems from the fact of, you know, just when you're in a place such as Dickinson, you know, when you have League City there, you have Tech City right there. It's a lot of bigger places, you know what I mean? And even Texas City, even though people see it as not the greatest place, they're bringing in a lot of money in Texas City. You know, you got the plants there.
All right.
You got, I mean, so you are bringing in money into that city. And then League City itself does have a lot of money, not per se as much as maybe Friends would. And I mean, if you're looking relatively, that probably doesn't have as much money as per se if you were to go to the Woodlands
Right.
or even certain parts of Houston.
Right.
I mean, but it's still, I mean, to look at it, we had this conversation the other day. You know, Dickinson is, you know, it's when you're looking at its surroundings, it's everything's growing so fast. It's hard to kind of focus in on your one little town.
See, but also what I'm trying to say is like, what does money have to do?
I mean, because when places are growing so fast, I mean, money is more of a, I guess, you know, you want status and where you live and how you hold it, like yourself and where you stay. I mean, Dickinson is like, oh, it's just this rinky dink little, there's nothing here in town.
But isn't that also because the people that live here have accepted it to be that?
Yeah. So,
Not like accepted it in the way that like thank you, I appreciate it, but like in their own thought process have told themselves, I need to get the fuck out of here, this place is nothing, or I'm bigger than this, or like just like telling yourself that is like if you live here and you believe that, what the fuck they gonna think about you type shit. And, like you know what I mean? But like also what I'm trying to say is the like thought process of because somebody else has more money than you that means like they have more status. No, that's a fabric of your imagination. You know what I mean? It's like their status in itself didn't exist before social media because at the end of the day, before social media, the only person who knew who their status was every person they've ever met.
I mean, that's
Before
also
social media, I had to look you up in a fucking phone book or a newspaper or something else to find out anything about who you are or what your status is.
yeah.
But now the world we live in, it's like through the connecting ourselves to more information, we disconnected ourselves from each other. That's what I'm trying to say is like, what does money or status or any of those things have to do with like caring about other people or wanting better for the people around you or expecting better out of the town that you live in or like expecting growth out of the life that you live? Like, that's what I'm really trying to say is that like, in this town, it seems like people are more worried about their money and status than the livelihood of Dickinsonian, even though they're Dickinsonian. And also, it's like whenever you really look at it, it's like you said that like maybe these people don't want to be here, or maybe they like grew up in like it had a like stuck out like a sore thumb, and like I don't mean to sound like an asshole right now. What I am gonna say is that if they're over the age of 21, they have had every opportunity to not be. Like I know plenty of people that are under 18 that didn't like the way they lived here and have moved on from Dickinson on their own accord.
I mean, yeah, where I was more going with it was
No, I know what you were saying. Go ahead.
I was more about just. I mean, I get your point and I understand it. It was just it's easy to kind of not understand where you're at. I was just saying more so along the lines of whenever we do have all these things here, like the festivals and the things that we do celebrate. It's easy to kind of dismiss it. I mean, trust me, I know you were passionate. I was feeling what you were saying there for a second too. And yeah, of course, if you don't like it here, don't go here. I think, but where I'm at is anywhere you go, there's gonna be certain things that they do, like I said, the Strawberry Festival, or even a Christmas parade. If you go in anywhere around here, I'm sure every city has one.
Right.
Where I was at is I don't think people appreciate it for what it is as much when they're there. It doesn't matter where you are. You could say it's here. You could say it's in Oklahoma. I think a lot of people, I mean, there are other people who definitely love it, especially, small families. They love taking their kids out to those things. And when you're younger, I feel as though those make a big impression on you, especially as a child. I don't think it matters where you go in any town or any city. I don't think, especially these days, people appreciate having these celebrations for the holidays as much. And you're right, especially now that it's gone. Who's to say that's going to come back? Who's to say these things will come back? Because do these people even really care? Are they even really enjoying it? What do the holidays even mean to people anymore?
Right. And it's like whenever you look at it like that, it's like look at it from like the people that have to organize that parade or organize that function or whatever the situation is to celebrate that holiday. It's a lot cheaper for them to think that you don't want it.
It's kind of sad because you watch movies where it's like the holidays are going, like people don't believe anymore.
That's also what I was trying. Yeah, exactly. That's also what I was trying to say though, is that like whenever somebody determines that this is purely a business decision, that they don't want it, it's cheaper to not do it anyways. It's like, and when we start worrying about like status and money and things like that instead of connection and love and things like that, then that's when we stop coming together for anything at all. That's when parades don't exist. That's whenever for strawberry festivals don't exist. But also what I was trying to say earlier got misunderstood, because what I wasn't trying to say was that if you don't like it here, don't go here. What I was trying to say is that if you are here and you don't like it here, do whatever it takes to leave. Do whatever it takes to do what's best for your life if you truly believe that it's not here. But if you are here and you're not going to leave, you're choosing for yourself, nah, I can't go, bro. You don't know what's going on in my life. I wish I could. It's like, I mean, look, I'm not telling you to go. What I'm telling you to is just like, hey, maybe try to make the best of what you have if you're not going to change that. That's what I'm trying to say, is that like if you don't have any options to change where you are, if you don't have any options to get up and move, then how about try to make an option for yourself and change the things that are around you in your town. Try to make things better.
I see where you're going with it now. It's more so of the sense is everyone's always caught up in what's next, or where am I gonna go next, or where can I be better. Where I'm at, and kind of now that piecing together what you were saying earlier, because I was like, I feel what you're saying. I was like, but where are we getting at?
Right.
100% though is when it comes. That's also why I'm saying holidays are such a big thing, because even though they're so little, it's just a little celebration. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's those things that make the biggest impacts on us. Especially if you have small families or you're growing up here. It's those little impacts that kind of shape your character in a way too. And sometimes those people, like the people who volunteer to make those things happen, a lot of those people love doing that as well. And what happens when they don't happen anymore, because everyone's so caught up in, what I'm doing is more important. This town sucks. But you're best. Okay, I'm gonna use a reference here. It's kind of how he said the lamest people are always the people that are like, this is lame. What are you bringing to the table, though?
Yeah.
You want to call something, you're really lame, the lame one, because you're calling something else lame, but you're not doing anything to contribute or try and make it better. Now, if you do everything in your power and no one's trying to, like, make something better, then I can understand saying this is not worth it anymore.
Right.
But if you're not even going to take the time to put in and try to make that the town better, or let's say it's just a little get together, or you go out with friends and you're this sucks. Are you doing anything to even contribute?
And like, yeah, for sure. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if fucking Drake or Kanye West, people that have like created vibes and things that are obviously not lame for people, fucking clothes, fucking industry things, like
Travis Scott,
like what I'm saying is like that esque person. Like, if you're that esque person that has created something and has an establishment, has a resume of vibes that you've created and like lives that you've changed, then please call whatever I'm doing lame. But if you have nothing to bring to the table, if your resume is as deep as mine and all I'm trying to do is put a smile on people's faces and you call me lame, please exit where you came in. You are not needed here. That shit is funny to me because it's like people are more worried about their own opinion being heard than how that opinion's being taken nowadays.
everyone just wants to be heard.
Like, I don't care if you understand me. I just care if you listen.
Just weird.
Weird as fuck.
Because then it's also down that same end of saying, I just wish someone would understand me.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even give me the chance.
calls everybody lame, goes home, sits in their bed, and wonders why their life is like this. Yes, that's exactly what that is.
Yeah, no. So and when it comes to building your community and enjoying, that's why I say enjoying the little things. It's even if it's silly or goofy, that's why things are so like even the littlest things are big for me. I'm a very passionate person about things, and I have been called lame for it, which is fine. But I think that's what brings people together is coming together for a simple little strawberry festival. I mean, it's what's so big about it, but I mean, it's
pumpkin patch.
Yeah, pumpkin patches, exactly. Going to a pumpkin patch. I still have not gone to a pumpkin patch ever in my entire life. I know. I've
only been to one.
Just because I don't want to go, but like as a kid, I carved pumpkins when I was really young. Since then, I haven't because I was with my parents, but I haven't had anyone since then to really. I mean, they say just do it by yourself, but I'm alone in my room. I mean, that's okay, but it's not the same for me. I'm definitely a person who likes to be around people to share my activities with.
Right.
Well, I have my own activities I do myself, but for the most part. Holiday. But just, I mean, enjoy things. It's okay to enjoy things. I mean, to get in the spirit of things. And yes, things may have changed over time. The holidays are not always going to be what they once were, but I don't think that means we should just throw them away. You know, say we don't need those anymore. We've evolved past fun and entertainment and community. We've evolved past that. I mean, I think we should take the values. You know, I think some people misinterpret the values of each holiday for sure, which would also go back to saying why people think Halloween's evil or think Christmas, you know, is saying this is how Christmas is supposed to be. Like, I mean, I get it's a religious holiday. Technically, it didn't like derive from that originally, but
I don't know. I can't speak on that without being offensive.
It's fine.
But I don't know, man. It's just I feel like it's just people wanting to control things that they can't control. Like, I mean, it's kind of like in my opinion, it's not the craziest thing or the worst thing in the world if a fucking streaker goes across a soccer field in the middle of the game, but it's extremely frowned upon. It's like you'll get tackled and probably thrown in jail for that. No, we'll get thrown in jail for that.
Absolutely, we'll get thrown.
But like where I'm at is that like I think like that's just like the establishment's like level of trying to control something that they obviously can't control, which is the actions of another human being. And I understand how that can be disruptive, and I can understand how that could be crude, but at the end of the day, it's just a fucking dude in his skin that he was born in, walking across a field or running across a field during your game. Like, is that really a federal offense that needs to be punished by jail or prison or whatever you're about to throw him in? It's like, come on, dude. You know what I mean?
It's a tough one.
Give the guy a ticket, fucking slap on the wrist, call it a day, and maybe even like give him a high five for this courage.
Some people would definitely disagree with you. I was like, I don't know.
I'm kidding. But that's what I'm saying. Is like there's just like too much control in this world. It's like I'm not saying that control is a bad thing. I'm saying it is a bad thing when you try to gain too much of it. It's like you should have control over the things that you do, the things that you say, the person that you are. But whenever you start involving other people, you become the asshole.
But you should, still care about other people.
You shouldn't control other people.
No, you
That's
shouldn't.
What I was talking about was control.
But
I didn't say care about anything. I didn't say care. Anything.
He said you shouldn't control. That's fair. You can barely control how life happens.
Exactly.
I love holidays, and I hate to see them go. And I cherish the community that comes with it, and I cherish the high spirits that come with it, the excitement. People looking forward to what's gonna come. I cherish just all the little things about them, and to see what it's become and see how people are just disbanding as communities. There's a lot of different places. You hardly see anything about it anywhere. You know what I mean? You don't really see much about it, like as much as you used to, in my opinion. It's weird for me personally. On a lighter note, I'd like to end the episode off, not just yet, but just on what your favorite memories and like favorite movies. So I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. I want to see what your favorite part of the holidays are. Favorite Halloween movie?
I want to say Halloween Town.
It's top 3 for sure. You can't go wrong with Halloween Town.
Or
I love Hocus Pocus. It's basic.
I was gonna say Hocus Pocus is
basic,
pretty, like classic.
But it's classic. Scream. What's your favorite scary movie?
Oh my god!
it's come on, it's great. Like
fucking scary. One of the scary movie series. The most are fucking silly as fuck.
Oh, they're hilarious.
But probably Halloween Town. Yeah, I fucked with Halloween Town.
I don't know, man. I would. Scream Team was really good. Honestly, Disney made my Halloween what it was in the sense I loved it. They always had like good Halloween, solid Halloween specials. But if we're talking non-Disney movies, Scream, probably Nightmare on Elm Street.
I was gonna say that, but I don't even really think I've seen that all the way through.
I didn't watch every single one. There's so many of them, but I saw the first 3, and then I saw Dream Warriors. I think what it was. It's good. It was a weird one. Good one though. They learned how to fight back inside the dreams. It's really over the top, but it was good. They're really super cheesy, and of course the effects aren't great, but I kind of miss old murder. like old murder horror movies. Now everything's jump scare. I love psychological thrillers too, where it's just that's in your head. And you're, but jump scares, I'm just that was so scary. Like I miss the old, just suspense. Like he's coming around the corner. He's like, oh my god, what is going on?
Hide behind the chainsaws.
Come on, you can't say you don't miss someone running through a field, open field. There's nothing but just grass, and you trip. How? You looking at him? I know you did not just.
You deserve to die.
And then you trip again. You know what I mean? And he's just like the person's walking. They're not even chasing after you. Just a steady pace. Like I just need one pace because I know you're gonna fall down.
I always wondered if that was because like they weren't really like targeting the person that was being chased. Like it was like, yo, I'm gonna walk because like eventually I'll just run into somebody, kill them.
Yeah, I'm a murderer.
Kill them.
So I'm a psycho murderer.
Run as long as you want. You aren't a target. Even if you were, I'll find you eventually because I'm gonna just keep killing people.
It wasn't. It was literally. I don't know how he found. I guess he was just the murderer was always. I'm gonna walk until I find him. I found you. You could run somewhere else. I'll find you again. It might take me a while, but I'll get there. Like, if you didn't escape every time, I feel bad for you because they were never in a rush half the time.
Like the best hide-and-seek players, but the worst fucking track and field players.
Jason Voorhees was always just pop up. Just like you gave me 1 second too long. You didn't even run away. You just stood there for a long time. You're dead. every single time. I mean, Friday the 13th was okay. The original was all right. I mean, I feel like afterwards it was good for like one or two, and then it just got. I get it. He died. He came back. It's just like Halloween. How many times is this dude gonna die and come back? Okay, no, I take it back. What was it called? Did they call him Chucky, or was it? Yeah, it was called Chucky, right? Yeah, Chucky was hands down probably my favorite Halloween movie.
Only seen the first one. There was like 3. I think.
Yeah, they were super good. I loved Chucky, and honestly, the Bride of Chucky was pretty good as well. I think those were all really good. I really liked them a lot. They were super cheap. Oh, Leprechaun. That's a Halloween movie.
I haven't really ever been into like horror films or even Halloween vibe films per se. I'm more of like a happy-go-lucky film guy. Like I fuck with comedies, rom-coms, action thrillers. I can do those too. I'll watch a horror movie with somebody else that they put when they put it on, but I'm not the person ever putting it on.
Oh, I used to love
watching
movies. I just feel. I mean, I'm one of those people. I just 80s, 90s, even some of the early 2000s. Just best, darker, creepier. Just they relied on the story more so. Like Lost Boys. It's a vampire movie. Fire though. Super crazy good movie.
I forgot vampire movies were even.
Fright Night. Carrie.
Forgot vampire like the whole idea.
But they weren't as
vampire
cheesy
was
as they are
so
now. You know, now it's all, you know, it's vampire or werewolf is a whole dynamic. But like then it was, you know, they made it where it's, I'm gonna kill you. like it wasn't any like holding back. They were murderers and they let you know they were murderers.
Dr. Dracula.
It was, man, yeah, the movies then were so good.
I'm
Also,
here to drink your blood.
Dracula was not great. I mean, some people love it. It wasn't. It's okay.
It's okay.
I haven't seen anyone be a vampire in a long time either.
I feel like you gotta go hard for it though. I feel like
If a
that's
vampire?
why. Like you gotta like. I feel like you gotta go white makeup because you're supposed to be like a dead dude, right? That's like all pale faced.
Yeah, pale. You got the cape on. Maybe even bring a whole coffin if you're about it.
And you gotta like get the fangs,
Blood.
slick your hair back.
That's what I'm saying though. You gotta go
Like,
hard.
when's the last time you saw a fucking vampire with a comb over? Stop. Stop. Stop it right
Bro,
now.
I haven't seen anyone ever be a leprechaun.
I feel like you're like doing yourself a disservice at
That'd
that
be
point.
awesome though. To see someone dress up as a leprechaun would
Whole
be
party. Hey, how's the weather down there?
would be amazing. That'd be an awesome costume. All right, favorite Halloween costume, go.
Like of mine that I've done or like period?
Both.
Of mine, I'd probably say whenever I was a nun. That was pretty hard.
That was a good one. I did like that one.
I'd say my favorite ever was when in high school, faithfully dressed up as Jesus Christ.
That was a great one. And then Milton was the priest.
Yeah.
And they parted the sea at a high school football game. Top notch.
That one was pretty funny.
I would have to say, like, if I was going to pick my own favorite, I'm going chilling and grilling all the time. It wasn't
That one was hard.
wasn't spectacular, but I
Bro,
had
it
a
was
grill
cardboard grill on his chest that was strapped to his back
with a chef hat. And I had an
and a
apron.
spatula, right?
Yeah, the apron said chilling and grilling on it, and I had the spatula, and I wore shades at night, just so you know.
That he was chilling.
I was chilling.
While he was grilling.
How hard are you chilling if you're wearing sunglasses at night? You're either one, an asshole, or you're chilling.
Are you really chilling while you're grilling if you're not wearing sunglasses?
At
no
night.
matter what time it is.
Exactly. But if I'm talking all time, if there was like a costume, it's like all time favorite, I would have to say like Kenny G dressed up in as a German,
That shit was funny.
like the German like Oktoberfest,
I forgot what they're called.
high
It's
shorts,
like the
suspenders.
man. Gonna fuck with me.
Definitely favorite right there. That one was top tier.
That shit was funny.
Favorite
I wish I had a picture.
Halloween memory?
Favorite Halloween memory. Uh, shoot. I'd say last year was not because it was like crazy or wild or anything, just because it was like surprising and I laughed like super hard about it when it happened. But last year I was Gene from Bob's Burgers for Halloween, and I hadn't coordinated with anybody, but I walked into the party and I saw Chance was dressed up as Bob from Bob's Burgers, and we fucking like had a bit together the whole night. And she was funny as fuck.
That was a good one. I'd say my favorite Halloween memory would have to be there's two. One would either be our senior year, just due to the fact that all the costumes were super silly.
We shot a fucking video of that party and still have that.
They were all just extremely silly costumes, and we were all just so young. Still, I mean, we felt like we were old, but we were so young at the time.
17.
Just going hard for no reason, and just everyone getting super sloshed for absolutely no reason other than it being Halloween. And just the having a football game the next day.
That was horrible.
That I also was a band member, so I had to perform.
Yeah, I had to perform too. I was.
That was early game. That was an early game too.
I was a cameraman.
That
too,
was an
so I had
early
to be
game
on
that
the
day.
on the
I had to.
sidelines.
It was like a 1 or 2 o'clock game, I think.
Yeah.
But I had to be at the school 8 or 9. That was rough. But second favorite memory would probably be when I was even younger. It was my last Halloween. I was like longboarding around, just like I was with a couple of friends and just walking around, just like a late night talk stroll type of thing. Man, I do miss those days.
I wish I had better memory.
Just being you have a terrible memory. Just being young, I think, and just having everything ahead of you. I mean, I still have everything ahead of me. Like, I still look forward and I still love the holiday, but just being young and realizing now how I knew nothing. I already know there's still so much I don't know, but like then it's like I was like
Oh my god.
just
No, like I legitimately don't have any memory outside of like 7 years ago. 8 tops. 8. I'll say 8. Really 7, but I'll say 8.
I feel like you're shooting far. I feel like I give you 5.
Nah, because I mean, I
Give you a good
remember,
5.
like, freshman year through now.
And when you say that, I'm giving you bits and pieces, like very, very little bits and pieces. Like you're saying freshman year, but I think it's you got like some memory. But if I was to ask you about that memory,
So I have like events down pat. My timeline is what's fucked up.
details.
The details of the events, some, not all, but some. Like who was there, fuck them. But like, I know eventually like what happened in that time, like who did it, like what was going on. Don't know what that time was and how to partition or put in a box. That time was here, and this happened before that, and that happened after that. I know that line makes sense.
So
That's what's difficult.
I'm putting
for
5
me.
years in the book. All right, I think we can close it out now. I want to say happy holidays, everyone. Have a great time. Enjoy your time with the people you love. Enjoy the holidays. Go all out. Go stoopy hard, even for the little things. It doesn't matter. If you love something and you enjoy something, always go hard. It does not. If no one's matching your energy, that's their fault. Go hard all the time. I mean, that might not be the best advice for everything. Enjoy yourself. Put your all into all the things you enjoy doing, even if other people aren't on it. Do what you love what you do, be who you are, enjoy yourself, have a great time, enjoy the holidays. We're going to be here through the holidays. Christmas time, we'll do another special. Might get deep like we did on this one. We weren't supposed to get deep. We ended up doing it anyways.
We'll see about that. But other than that, you guys enjoy your week. We will see you again next week. It'll be a tough one because we got a fucking rager plan for tomorrow. We're about to go crazy in the freaking hood. But thank you guys for watching. It's been a great episode. But now I must take my friend Toad, me being Mario, and we have a princess to save. You ready?
You got it, dude.
Let's go get her.